completely, suddenly, violently shattered our marriage, our relationship, like everything you knew, and that was all my fault. It was all choices that I made.
So where do we go from here?
Hello everyone, I'm SP, and remember when Ned Fuller torpedoed his career by cheating on his wife and getting kicked out of the Try Guys? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Well, apparently he's back with a podcast titled Rock Bottom. As the name suggests, Ned will be lightheartedly picking at himself in a thinly veiled attempt at taking accountability. For his first big episode, he's bringing on Ariel, yes, the same wife he cheated on. The whole thing is awkward, tense, and feels more like damage control more than redemption. So we're gonna point and laugh. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's dive on in.
This guy moaned at least this loud. Oh!
Hi, I'm Ned Fulmer. 3 years ago, I cheated on my wife with my producer.
I wouldn't say cheated, I'd say had a full-on affair. I believe there's a difference. They're both bad, but like one is lesser than the other. I feel like the lessening of the transgression is already starting.
I know that I represented myself as a kind of wife guy who talked about his relationship and put that out there for public consumption. And you, as a viewer, I know that I broke your trust.
Was that? I think it's the sound of no one caring.
There's something slimy about this as a preface to your online comeback. I mean, you abandoned your followers for years after you got outed as a cheater. And now it feels like you're trying to scramble them back before even offering them anything. And I hate the voice. Just talk normal, dude.
It was understandably a messy and devastating situation for everyone involved.
Yeah, especially your wife, dude.
I wanted to say that I'm sorry.
Okay, my apologies, Miss Girl.
And there you have it for all three of the Ned fans out there. Not gonna lie, he was like the most boring of the Try Guys. I wasn't too much into them in the first place. Something about overly liberal men that I just don't trust. But Ned? Has anyone been a big fan of Ned? Is the name Ned even short for Nedrick? Anyway, let's get to the podcast.
Well, here we are.
Oh god, I hate it already. I'm a big avoider of awkwardness, and I've already seen clips about how awkward this is, just by clipping around or seeing other people's clips on the internet. But like, holy crap, what an opener. I do this for you. Subscribe.
Is it strange to think that people are watching this and listening to it rather than just being in like a therapy setting?
Oh heck yeah. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm on the verge of like standing up and walking out of this room.
You can still do it. Save us from this. But for real, he said it was her idea in order to get closure, which as a therapist in training, I understand. People do what they gotta do. But this feels like opening a wound. This feels kind of unhealthy, if you ask me. It's not a bad thing to visit your past, but doing it to this extreme, that's where I question the validity of this.
How can I move forward in my life without people knowing the next part of my story if they're still stuck on the 2022 part of my story?
That's kind of the thing, isn't it? And that's the whole reason that we're here, because we're stuck in 2022.
No one else is. We've all moved on. Again, I gotta question the validity of this.
And I don't want to like walk up to somebody that I want to be friends with at like preschool and have to start every conversation with like, my personal life is a dumpster fire, as I'm sure you know, but also, do you want to be friends with me? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I have some really authentic friendships that have started that way. But like, I don't want to go about my life starting friendships like that.
Yeah. You kind of want the new friends to know the context of like who you currently are as a person.
Exactly.
I remember I have met some people, like made new friends or kind of introduced myself to strangers. And it's like, oh, let's exchange Instagrams. I'm like, well,
right?
Here's mine, but couple of caveats. One, I have a lot more followers than you might expect. Two, all of this is pretty outdated. And 3, don't Google me.
Don't Google me.
Don't Google me.
You
Just
probably don't want to
get
Google
to know
me.
me first.
And they should both be able to make new friends, you know? When it comes to my personal friends and what goes on their lives, I don't want to know everything that goes on, you know? But I don't need to know everything that goes on. But they should be allowed to move on. It's just, is this the right way to do it? And it's like, talking about don't Google me. If they do, they're going to find an hour-long unnecessary podcast about how you cheated on your wife. Again, it's like opening a wound. I can't see the point in it.
The way that everyone wants to know, like, are you guys still like an item? Are you guys still a couple? Like, no. We really haven't been at all this last 3 years.
No, we haven't.
Where there's the bomb if anybody asked for it. Time for more awkward crap.
No, like, people ask me, like, do you forgive Ned for what he did? And I mean, the answer is no. Absolutely not. How can you forgive somebody for lying to you, for cheating on you? No.
And that's the part where I feel really bad for her. Kids, still friends, he stated they go on trips together. Like, she's tethered to him forever, and to be tethered to someone that did what he did sucks in a big way. My parents are divorced and, you know, want nothing to do with each other. Personally, that's how I prefer it. But, like, I'm on the 15th year of their divorce, so maybe that's speaking out right now. But, like, a clean break would be better than this confusing shit. To be honest, if my parents came together and did a podcast about why they broke up 15 years ago, I would be furious. Now watch this.
Fuck no. I don't even... Sorry, I saw red for a minute. It's like, no, the answer is no.
She's literally fighting back tears on a set with her ex sitting across from her, hoping she'd help him kickstart a comeback to his career. This is pretty terrible. We're done here. Now I elected not to watch the full hour because it's awkward as hell, and to be honest, I don't really care. I did care enough to make this video, obviously, but not everything needs to be a podcast. An affair, a broken marriage, you know, forgiveness or the lack of it, those are deeply personal. But in this cloud economy, even the ugliest of things get turned into content. Understand they say this is for closure, but there's gotta be better ways to do it. Therapy, maybe? I don't want to target area, but this feels more clout chasey if you ask me. Sometimes it feels like people aren't allowed to grieve in private anymore. Anyway, I hope this is it for this podcast that nobody asked for. Thanks for watching. Bye.